Hi there, Daniel from RX Smart Gear Australia, and we're going to talk about why heavy cables are beneficial in jump rope. So to start out with, we've got our original RX jump rope here. As standard for beginners, it comes with a 3.4 buff cable. Now that is a little bit heavier than a standard weight cable that you get if you're buying just a speed rope. The reason why we want a heavier gauge cable is a couple. We want a little bit of weight in the movement to, one, slow you down. You need to crawl before you walk, before you run. So double unders are no different. We want to be able to learn the movement slowly before we speed it up. Secondly, we have a weighted cable there so you can get feedback from it. So you learn the turn. So the turn of the handle turns the cable around the body. That gives you that feedback so you can actually learn the movement. So ideally, the weighted cable, the Buff 3.4, is going to be ideal for beginners anywhere from 0 to 50 double unders. So if you were to give a beginner a lightweight cable, for example, a bear cable such as this is an extremely fast cable. It cuts through the air a lot quicker, and it doesn't allow the athlete to learn the movement. So going for a heavyweight cable rather than a lightweight bear cable, something that's very fast, is going to be a lot more beneficial and get you that first double under quicker. So if I was an athlete and I wanted to change up my training, I'd be looking at using the Zeus 8.6 rope or looking at the drag rope. Now, the reason why we use different cable weights is because they offer a different stimulus. A Zeus, for example, is going to be a very heavyweight cable. In terms of programming, it's like a strength endurance type of rope. You can get this rotating, but it is with extra resistance there. It's like adding weight to your back squats and doing multiple reps with it. But if you then change over to the drag rope does have different resistance. It's a different stimulus again. Whereas you can probably bust out 100 double unders with the Zeus if you're quite good at double unders. The drag rope is looking at a different stimulus. You have to stay on the whole time. With the Zeus, it can go around the body easily. The drag, you have to work, and it is a lot of work to get the drag around the body. So again, training stimuli are going to be different for the drag compared to the Zeus, and then again back to the original RX jump rope. So you can change your cables up, and you are offering your body different stimuli with each one. So we get asked all the time, why are heavy cables good for athletes? Heavy cables are good because it does change up the stimulus that they're training with, but they are also good to iron out any issues that the athlete may have with technique. If you're using a lightweight cable, you don't get the feedback, and it doesn't allow you to unlearn those bad habits you may have with arms wide or not rotating your wrist properly. A little bit of a weighted cable will give you that feedback and allow you to iron out those technique issues. You may be in a position where you're tapping out at 150, 200 double unders, for example, at an athlete level. If you go back to a weighted cable to iron out those and understand where your inefficiencies are, that weighted cable can help you in the long run to get that 200 plus. For more information on RX Smart Gear products, you can go to rxsmartgear.com.au.